went to a studio in London and did the Mike Graham show. Now, what time did I get up? Jesus. I got up before my alarm went off. Which was... can't remember. I think I set it for 7:30, so I think I got up about 7 o'clock. And made myself coffee with a fancy coffee machine. I had to figure out then where I was going. Luckily, you booked me a really good hotel.
I did.
You did?
I did.
Yeah.
I thought about that.
Yeah.
The tube lines and everything. So it was simples.
The connection from there was absolutely great. I could have got anywhere out of Euston where I was staying.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I jumped on there, got to the studio, and went in the reception. And I said, I'm Dan the hairdresser. And he looked at me like, yeah, who are you?
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, nobody knows I'm coming here. So I said, I'm here to do the Mike Graham show. And one of the girls, she went, I know what this is all about. Yeah. So she did a little bit of tapping on the computer, and she said, right, that door diagonal there, yeah, press A button. I'm not going to tell you which one it were.
Yeah.
And they'll let you in. So it was kind of ringing like a telephone.
Yeah, and you could hear it on the television.
You actually heard it on the TV, didn't you? And when we watched it back the day after, because I checked my phone, and it was the exact same time.
Yeah.
And
it was funny. He was talking to Marilyn, wasn't he?
He was talking to Marilyn, and it was Chris that came to the door.
The wine guy.
The wine guy, yeah. Mr. Fizz.
Yeah. Chris Walker.
Yeah, he came to the door.
But for those who don't know about the Mike Graham show, so Mike Graham interviewed me, didn't he?
Yeah, he interviewed you
back in January about the NHS failings, which was quite a serious interview, wasn't it?
Yeah.
But we have been in touch ever since then, and I did message Mike Graham one night and say, you really need your hair cut in there, mate. You're starting to look like Gary Oldman's Dracula.
I think he said on one of his morning shows, didn't he? And he said, it'd be great if we could get somebody in to do it. And you just piped up.
Yeah.
My partner's an hairdresser.
Well, I checked with you first, and you went, is it in London? Yeah.
Right, yeah. Let's have it.
Yeah. So I just said to him, if you want him to come down, he'll come down. So we had to arrange a day and a time.
Yeah.
And for you to go down and do it.
Yeah.
But it was brilliant, and you said it was such a nice guy, didn't you? A proper gentleman. And Charlotte was there.
She was fantastic.
Producer Pooch wasn't there. He was off in France,
He was off on his holidays,
Yeah, and Marilyn Hawes, who I've been chatting with her a lot, actually.
Yeah.
You know, quite good friends. She's absolutely hilarious, isn't she?
Do you know what? Sometimes you meet people, and I think on that trip, everybody I met, you just hit it off with them.
Yeah.
And it's like, I met O.G. Duffy.
Yeah.
It was like I'd known him all my life.
Yeah.
Marilyn.
Yeah.
She were exactly the same. Mike, Chris.
Yeah.
Charlotte.
Yeah. And Oliver.
Oliver as well. Oliver, he just kept sort of, nodding his head like that with wine, and I'm like, yeah, come on, mate, Even though I had a skinful the night before. Yeah. I mean, I was on a show called Plonk of the Week where I was tasting wine.
Which is on a Saturday night, 7 o'clock, isn't it?
Yeah.
He films it on a Friday normally. But I don't think it was that day when you were there, Marie. It was a different day. But he does that, and then it goes out on a Saturday night, I think.
Is it about 7 p.m?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so... when you were in the studio, and you finally got in, and you realised that you were there, so did they end the show completely, and then people kind of got...
No, what happened was, Chris met me at the door and he said, we're still filming.
Yeah.
He was ready for going off about 9:30.
Yeah, the normal show finishes about 9:30.
I think I got there for about 3 minutes past 5 minutes past 9. I'd been in Starbucks.
Well, won't always listen to the bell ringing on things.
Well, yeah, everybody will know because you can hear the bell if you watch the video. Yeah, and he let me in. And he was just sort of. He said, "Have you come a long way?" And I told him where I come from, and he was showing me like where the loo were and stuff like that. And as we walked in, then he just sort of went, So I walked in, and Charlotte just immediately turned around, gave me a big smile, and waved and thumbs up. And it's like I'm gonna really feel at home here.
Yeah.
And I did, and it's that warm welcome.
Yeah.
And I was watching them film.
Yeah.
Obviously said, "Is Danny here yet?" I think you see
did,
that as well.
Yeah,
I
saw.
You're all right. You're all right. In my best Oldham accent. Yeah. And then they cut film, and he came over. He shook my hand. He said, "We're so pleased to have you here."
Yeah.
And, what a set of nice people.
And he even remembered what I told him about you forgetting Little Legs'
he did
picture.
Yeah. And I forgot O.G. Duffy's picture as well. Yeah, she'd drawn a picture for O.G. Duffy as well, hadn't she? And did she put some little cat stickers in there for him and stuff like that? Yeah. Have I just give that away?
Oh no, we showed him, didn't we?
Right. Yeah.
But she'd done this picture, and he even said to you, "I believe you forgot something." Which was really nice of him.
Yeah, and he remembered, and I think one of the nicest things that he said after we'd finished everything.
Yeah.
He just said, because I'd obviously said about you being on Plonk in a week, and he went, "We'll have to sort that out."
Yeah.
And he just said, because you and Rachel are, you're part of the gang now.
Yeah.
And I thought that were really nice of him. That. And yeah. What a brilliant guy.
I know.
Absolutely brilliant.
Do you know, not everybody agrees with what he says and what he stands for, but what he does do is he talks common sense. Yeah. He doesn't go one way or another, really. He just looks at a situation and is like, well, that's a bit stupid. Or that's not, but he does it in a really funny way, doesn't he? He is a funny guy.
Yeah.
That's why I like watching him. But so how was it when you started cutting his hair? Was he a bit?
I don't know.
I could see him checking himself
when they asked me to, come in front of the camera. I thought they were going to have a bit of a chat with me, and I sat down.
Yeah.
And then they were like, "No, you need to
be over
there." So they'd had a bit of a chat with me at first and said, "Right, you sort of tell everyone what you're doing." But I thought they were going to, ask me about my business, things like that, and I got it completely wrong. I thought I was sitting there with a panel.
I know. They didn't tell you that, did they? Yeah, right. You're there to just literally cut Mark Graham's hair and then bugger off. No, it's not. It weren't like that.
They were really polite about it, no, get your ass off that seat and get over there. So they were really polite about it, and I went over, didn't I? And he said, just explain to everyone what you're doing. So I did that. They like my t-shirt.
Oh yeah.
The absolute. We got a lot of comments actually on that video on the t-shirts, and I can tell you we did get it on Amazon, or I got it on Amazon, and they do. Different. They do a vest top, an hoodie. They do it.
Because Mark Graham's got to think about herons.
He's got to think about herons, hasn't he?
Yeah. So people send him heron stuff in. Oops! What are you doing?
My beer glass. Right, just hold on a minute. Right. I'm so sorry. I just ruined it, didn't I? I've got this glass coaster, and my beer glass has just stuck to it. As I picked it up, it fell off the bottom, and I'm surprised it didn't smash. Maybe we should use one of them free ones we got with the cruise camper. I think they're. I'll give it a wipe. I've got a cloth here somewhere. Right, go on. Sorry, towel. Rachel. Sorry.
Get a blue paper towel.
Yeah, sorry. Go on. Carry on.
Yeah, no, he's got his thing about herons, so people send him a lot of heron stuff in.
Yeah.
So I just said to you, Dana, you need like a heron t-shirt, and it said heron addict on it.
It was
which kind of sounds like, big H addict.
Well, actually, right, let me just get back in. I've just been for a paper towel, everybody. Right. I'm knocking everything off here. It's a complete disaster.
Be careful with that, because you can't see where your coaster is. So you're going to end up.
I'll tell you what.
Just
get rid of the coaster. Yeah,
yeah,
we'll put that over there. I'll put the paper towel down so we don't damage the table, and I will get back to you. And there I am. So, yes. What were you saying then, Rachel?
I forgot.
You were talking about the heron t-shirt?
Yeah, I said it sounds like a H addict.
So, Marilyn actually read it wrong.
Did she?
She actually thought I was an heroin addict. And it was so funny. She went, I read that wrong. You know. I said, no, Marilyn. I said, it says, can you see the heron? It says heron addict, yeah. And we were having a laugh about it. And what a nice lady.
She is. She's really lovely.
Even before we went on camera, she sat down with me and she was having a chat, and she's like, "Oh, I love your accent. Oh, your accent's brilliant," and she absolutely loved it. And it's where before we went, well, we were still on camera, I think, and they were all thanking me for going down. She gave me a kiss on the cheek, didn't she?
Did she?
What a really nice lady.
Oh, she is. Yeah, so she runs. She's founded a charity called Freedom from Abuse.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if anybody can go check that out as well, you'll just find it on the internet.
Yeah, because she's founded that as well.
And yeah. And she is such an amazing woman with what she's done, and the fact that she's not given up, and she's
she's a fighter, isn't she?
She is, and you can tell that with her.
Yeah, she's.
I think that's why me and her get on so well.
I was just going to say that, Rachel. She's very much like you.
Yeah.
She's got a good sense of humour.
Yeah.
But she won't let anyone tear her down.
No, she won't.
She will.
She'll keep on going and going. She's a absolutely amazing woman, and she's very popular on the show as well, isn't she? Everybody loves her. I think
they mentioned her on Talk TV tonight about something.
Yeah, she does go on. She does the rounds. She goes on.
No, it was something. I'm sure they said that they needed somebody to sort of stand up for something that they were talking about.
Oh right, okay.
As I were cleaning up, I sort of heard her name. What's the other? Is she Australian or something? Who's
Samara?
On there? Yeah. It was her that mentioned her.
Oh right, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see that bit.
Yeah, you were upstairs.
Oh right.
But I don't know. You can watch it.
Anyway,
back to what talking about.
But yeah, she is absolutely brilliant. And Chris Walker, I mean, some cheeky sod on X on the post that he'd put on, I think, Chris Walker, and said something about him being boring and they don't like him. I from what I can say about Chris Walker, he's got quite a dry sense of humour.
He's very dry.
Yeah.
And another thing that I noticed about him, he's very calm and relaxed.
Yeah, exactly. He's dead chill, isn't he?
Yeah. He took me in there.
Yeah.
He sat next to me, and he just sat back, and he was just watching everything float. And I think the good thing about him is he can get in front of a camera.
Yeah.
And he's just so relaxed. I mean,
he is. Somebody said about his son actually once. They said that his son looks like a Wish version of Brooklyn Beckham. Sorry, Chris. Oliver. Sorry, Chris and Oliver. But that weren't me who said it. Somebody said it on Mike Graham's show.
Yeah.
Like this sense.
I mean, I think the thing is, when you watch the show, Ollie was there to sort the wine out and sort the glasses up, but off camera, he was very chatty.
Yeah.
And, I was very surprised that,
because he does look really quiet, doesn't he?
He does look like a quiet guy, but once I got chatting with him, he's another, nice guy. And,
and they are those two, father and son. But, I know, I can understand how people can look at Chris sometimes when he's on there and think, oh, he's a bit... But he's actually not. No. And I've never met him. You've met him. But you can see that he's got this quite... He is dead chill. Even when things are going wrong and, everything's getting messed up and whatnot, he's just sat there just like, he don't care, does he? He's bloody horizontal, that guy. He's that chilled out, isn't he?
He's... I was just getting a beer then.
I could do with making friends with him, actually. He gets a lot of wine, doesn't he?
Because does he have a website or something? Because I know it's the the last one that we sort of were
what,
tasting.
Marilyn?
The one with the shells on.
Yeah.
And she said, "Get yourself down to Asda," and he said, "You won't get that in Asda," you know.
I know. Well, she sent me a picture of it, didn't she? And I went, "What the bloody hell?"
It was a nice bottle. It was actually in a wooden box.
Yeah.
When Oliver were opening, he slid this wooden box off. It were all wrapped up.
Yeah.
You know, really posh and everything.
Yeah.
And then he pulled it out, and there's all these really nice seashells.
Because it is actually what's the word, like fermented or whatever in the
it was it. Yeah, it actually had. I think it did have some seawater in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, she sent me that picture.
Yeah.
As though I'd seen the show, and do you remember? And I went, "What the bloody hell's that?" She sent me.
Yeah. She sent the picture over,
and I showed it to you, and you went, "Oh, that's that."
I had to explain it to you, didn't I? Because it was. Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Because it's like I knew what was going on.
Yeah.
But you had to wait until the night after to see what had happened.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. In a little head, she might have thought you were with us.
Yeah.
You know.
I know.
And you knew
she
what was going on.
She might have thought that I had a link or something. Charlotte sent me a link so that I could watch it or something. But no.
Well, what's this Substack thing? I mean, is it not? Was it not premiered on that?
I don't think it is anymore. No.
Because I'm sure he said something about Substack, but I watched you when you were getting interviewed
on
that
Substack.
morning on
That's
Substack
because
before it went out. I was sat in the salon.
Yeah.
Watching you.
But what he used to do then is that was called the after show. So from 9 till 9:30, he did an after show, and that was put on Substack to the people who paid and subscribed to the Substack. So that just went out there, and then after 2 or 3 days or whatever, it went onto the normal YouTube channel.
Yeah.
For everybody else.
Yeah.
So that's what that was. You can watch on Substack.
Yeah.
Ad free as well. You know, if people don't want to pay for what is it, premium.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think he said that this morning. They were talking about the state of the TV, which will be another subject that we are thinking about talking about.
Well, we talk about it all the bloody time.
Well, I know, but we were going to actually have a bit of a discussion about this. Yeah,
which I think we still should
actually. We will talk about that at some point. But what they were basically saying were. Mike's still getting advertisements because people are watching and the adverts come on in between. So I think he said this morning, were it 13,000
views?
I'm sure.
Million? 13,000, 13 million.
I'm sure he said 13 million views.
Yeah. But if people are on his Substack, then you can watch it on there ad free anyway, if you pay for that. But all that aside, did he like his hair, Dan?
He absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
Everybody gave me a high five, didn't he? He shook my hand at the end.
And there were lots of compliments, I know.
There were a lot of compliments. There were a couple of idiots that actually commented on there. That I put right, basically, because...
Faffing around.
Like we've just said, 13 million viewers. I'm cutting a guy's hair on TV in front of 30 million viewers, yeah? Not only am I risking my reputation, it's my business, and I don't want to look like an idiot. This guy was basically saying that I've never seen so much faffing around. He's like Keir Starmer. What's that?
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
No.
But yeah, you know, like you were doing a job. You knew exactly what you were doing.
Well, I did reply to him, and I said, look, I'm in front of 13. Well, I said 12 million at the time because I think he's all just rich. So I said, so basically what I've just said, and I've never done anything like that before. Is that okay? And he literally replied, didn't he, and said,
"Thanks for your honesty."
Thanks for an honest answer.
Yeah. But do you know what? I've not seen... The only thing that I would do, actually, I think we should send Mike Graham a spray bottle down in a comb for when he's on there, because one side, it's like the left side, it always seems to just like stick out. And
he must just lie on his left side.
Yeah, I think he needs to spray it down when he gets to the studio and pour it back.
You know...
Mike will send you a spray bottle.
Yeah, but like I said, at the end of the day, he was very happy with his haircut. I had a good time. It was absolutely fantastic.
Did Marilyn have a good time?
I think Marilyn Did Charlotte have to walk her back to the
probably? I mean,
train station.
Probably.
She did mention that yesterday morning.
I don't think she was well, she might have been absolutely sloshed, but not because Mike Graham said, "Well, I did tell you not to down it, didn't I?" You can see it on there. She's like,
she's one of them people that you would invite to a dinner party.
She is,
and she just cheer everyone up.
Cheer everybody up. She's such a nice woman anyway, but she's funny and quite innocent.
Yeah, and she'll just talk to anybody.
Yeah,
you can see that sort of warmth from her and stuff like that. Yeah.
She's a really nice woman. So, do you think he might invite you back on, Dan, to give it a bit of a trim up?
He might do. I mean, we have got plans. We're going to go back down in July. We've already sorted it out, really, haven't we? So we know the dates we're coming. We're not going to tell you lot, but we're coming down.
Why do you think they're all going to mob us at the train station?
You never know, do you?
I don't think so.
You never know. But
we will be back down there at some point.
Yeah, we're going to come back down, and we're going to have a few more days there, aren't we? Rather than just...
Well, hopefully, depending on what's going on. But, hopefully. And I think I should change the hotel, actually, from the one that we booked provisionally to the one that I put you in.
It was a very good hotel. The location was brilliant. You could get everywhere. Yep. And it's not too far from the train station.
And it don't really matter where the hotel is, as long as we can get to other places, because how much time do we spend in the hotel when we're down in London?
Not a lot of time. To be honest, I think the last couple of times we've been down, we stayed at Premier Inn, didn't we, near the Prince Charles Theatre.
That would travel.
That was the Premier Inn at Leicester Square.
Yeah, and then the other one was Travel Lodge at Drury Lane.
Chinatown and so on, and then we stayed at the Travel Lodge at Covent Garden, didn't we?
It was Drury Lane, yeah.
Drury Lane, yeah. Because the theatre was over the road.
Yeah, I know.
And that little girl going watching Frozen, and you complimented her on her dress, and she was dead chuffed, weren't she? She was dressed up as Elsa or something, weren't she? Yeah. She was going out for the night with her mum and dad, and you said, "Oh, are you going watching Frozen?" And she went, "Yeah." No. And she was proper excited, this little kid, weren't she? And it's so cute, isn't it, when you see little kids going there, and they love it, don't they? They love stuff like that. And then there were a boozer right at the end, so it were a good position.
Was that the one that was haunted?
I don't think so.
I think it was.
Was it?
I think it was supposed to be haunted. Was it like the White Lion or something? Like that, I don't know.
I can't remember
what
it was called.
We'll have to have a look at that anyway.
We dropped our bags off, didn't we? We went straight to boozer. I had a couple of pints and stuff, and then because I think the other time we ended up meeting them birds, didn't we? Who were on an endo, and they were absolutely off the trees. Yeah.
And I went over and threatened that lad because they were taking the mick out of a word.
No, he was being a bit naughty with her. He was being a bit very naughty with her. Yeah, and you just went over and you just said, "I saw you pointing at me."
Yeah.
And
you're like, "Oh, you're pointing at me."
I'm like, "What's you pointing at me for?" And I said, "What did you say to him?" And you said, "You see that bloke over there? If you don't pack it in, he's gonna have you." And I thought, Rachel, Jesus Christ, don't have me fire. I mean, I'm not a fighter. I don't do stuff like that.
It's all right. I would have just nutted him. Would have been right.
Yeah, but dragging me into it, and then the guy came over and he said, "Can I buy you a round of drinks?"
Oh, he did.
He were absolutely quaking in his boots.
Yeah,
this guy,
I forgot about that. But they were funny. Those girls.
Where are you from? Where are you from? And I'm like, I'm from up north, mate. And they were really frightened.
I know.
And it's like, they were like, "We're really sorry. We didn't mean it. We were just having a laugh." And I don't know. But you could have got me some real bother there. There were about 5 of them and 1 of me.
It's not about that, though. It's about your presence, Dan. And I've got that presence. But anyway, when we go back down to London, do you think that Mike will allow us to go and say hi? And
Definitely.
Maybe you take them invite. Well, let's just watch this space, eh?
We'll watch this space. We'll see what happens.
But all in all, it was an absolutely brilliant trip to London.
It's like I said, I think I posted it on, I don't know, it was Instagram, something like that. And I said, I met 3 legends there, right, on one trip.
Well, 4. You met Marilyn as well.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, I could say everybody.
Yeah.
So, yeah. You were all legends, all of you. But, I mean, meeting O.G. Duffy, he's an absolute legend. Young blood, Mike Graham, Marilyn. You're all legends. You're all legends.
Oh.
And, it's just nice that, you know, they took that time out, you know, just to sort of spend a little bit of time with me, you know, and getting...
Yeah, it weren't just like, cheers, mate, off you go.
Yeah.
It was nice. It was kind of like, no, I can't say homely, but a bit more. It was more personal rather than it being in a big studio where you've got loads of producers and loads of staff working, and you don't get that chance to speak to the actual people who are on the show. It was like, intimate. Yeah. But not in that kind of way.
Yeah, because I can imagine some people coming off camera and just being...
ushered off. Yeah.
You know, you've got to do this. But, you know, they were dead sort of...
Just chilled
really,
out.
You know, we're really glad to have you here and stuff like that. It's like when me and OG had finished our session. Yeah.
Oh,
we got back to the hotel. We got back to Warren Street there, and he had to go off and get his train and everything. And I went to shake his hand, and he went, "Dan, what are you doing? Give me an hug." And we hugged it out like a couple of men, you know, and it was cool. Yeah, and it's like,
lovely.
You know,
lovely.
Yeah, and what a brilliant. You know, you see him on his channel, and. He's just like that in real life. He's just... do you know what I mean? Absolutely brilliant guy. Yeah. I could never see him being in a bad mood. Do you know what I mean?
I bet he does. I bet he has some right snappers. You know, in his games room when things aren't going right, I bet he flings things all over the place. I wonder how many times he's done like that on his shelves. You know, just like knocks all the games off. Come on, OJ, you tell us. Tell us, OJ, you tell us.
I bet. Do you know what? He's such a smashing blog.
How many times has he rage quit? Bubble.
Well, I was talking to Tarquin last week, and I thought he was playing Resident Evil 4, right? And he were playing a new one, but to me it looked like number 4. And I said, "Oh, it's hard as nails, that game." And I said, "I didn't even end up finishing it." I said, I did end up finishing it because I pulled the disc out of the machine and snapped it in half and cobbed it in the bin.
Is that the one that Madison sold over?
Yeah.
Daddy?
Yeah. She told me Auntie Shirley that Daddy had snapped at a game and thrown it in the bin. Yeah.
How old? She then about 7 or something.
No, I think she was younger than that. I was playing this on the Wii, you know, so how long ago was that?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, look at all that.
Yeah.
Right.
Long time ago.